Hello, everybody. Stocks had a pretty decent session overall. They finished higher on the day, 0.55. Why I say it was a decent session is because following the pullback that has actually occurred over the past 2 days in the NASDAQ, really just the past one day in the overall market, we didn't see any follow through to the selling immediately. And even though volume was below average on the NASDAQ and below average on the New York Stock Exchange, price action overall was pretty darn healthy, with us having a nice late day rally into the close to give us a decent looking overall intraday pattern. And based on the way it traded, I'd say so far so good. Not out of the woods yet completely. We're still in a range bound market overall, but overall a good update and lower volume. There were no sell signals on an end of day basis, no cover signals on an end of day basis, but there are 3 new long positions. It's going to be a short video lesson because there's not really that much to go over, because it was a great consolidation day with a very tight, narrow range. And the good news is, from that tight, narrow range, do nothing kind of day for the market overall, there are 3 new long signals. The first new long signal I want to go over is BAK. BAK is a CanSlim quality long, producing another pocket pivot point signal. This is its 4th one off of these February lows. You can see each pocket pivot point signal has been followed by lower volume pullbacks. Another one, lower volume pullbacks. Now we're bouncing again. So because the market is the way it is, I would be reluctant to increase position size, but I know that I got to start positioning size higher in case we do go higher. Because like I said, fear wasn't really there in the market, but bearishness was there. Bearishness combined with fear start to get long signals. I start to go heavy, but for now, I'm going to take it easy and be careful. But BAK was in my CanSlim scan, and it was confirmed the price volume BOP scan. So instead of 1 and 0.5, now it's going to be 1 and 1. So 2% of my account capital going BAK. First sell stop is with a move below 1272, and the final one would be a move below this recent low here at 1221 from the last breakout level. But really, it's a pretty good looking chart overall, but the technical internals are kind of deteriorating with BOP going in the wrong direction here. If BOP was rising, I would probably even go 2% CanSlim, 1% price volume BOP scan, especially if volume was higher today in the market. But BOP's going the wrong way, so the internals aren't confirming the price and volume move, but you know what? That's kind of normal in this volatile range-bound market, so we'll go ahead and take the signal with 2%. Also, PATK. This is another CanSlim quality name. PATK is producing a pocket pivot point signal today. Its actual first one since November. Huge volume off the recent February lows. Had a strong earnings announcement. I think back here on was that the 18th? Yep, the 18th. And now, as you can see, it's consolidated sideways. Volume hasn't necessarily been below average, but the price action has been very tight, as you can see here on a weekly, 4-day, 3-day, 2-day. And now we're getting that pocket pivot point signal and a surge in volume and a surge in BOP. So BOP is actually going in the right direction. It's not really a surge, but it's an increase in BOP. First cut loss level is with the move below 42.61, and the final one is in this most recent basis low of 42.14. If it goes below 42.61, knowing this market's going to probably go below 42.14, but I still want to have 2 stops on the book just in case, I do get shaken out of one. I don't get shaken out of both. That's the best case scenario. And then commodities obviously been doing very well. There's been some, PATK, 1% CanSlim, 1% price volume BOP for a total 2% position. Also, once again, stronger market, maybe a stronger surge in volume and BOP here. I would go 2 and 1, but for now, just 2%. And then the final long signal is a long play on the commodities overall. Oil's looking good, even though gold pulled back today. Food stocks are still moving higher. It looks like we're going to probably have some inflation. We already have some signs of it showing up, but it looks like it's going to continue. And with that, we've had GSG make some good moves off the bottom, but my scans haven't picked it up. And or it did here, but I mean, this seemed like it was a little too early for me. The price move wasn't big enough, and then all the subsequent pocket pivot point signals that followed that one move off 229 were on below average volume, and it lost green BOP here, so it wasn't showing up in my BOP scans. Or maybe we would have gone long some of it right here, especially if BOP would have been green this entire time. But see, it still fell, so maybe not. It's all hindsight. You don't really know. I don't think I would, but maybe I would have. I do know I want it now. I got that huge volume and BOP surge with the price moving up and closing near its high of the day. If you remember recently, wow, my brain is drawing a blank. Let's see if I can find it really quick. Oh my goodness, are you serious? I gotta go to my new longs and actually see this really quick since we have time. GENC, now I remember it. Okay. Wow, major brain fart. GENC had a similar pattern back here. Once again, though, my qualm with it was extended. You know, the breakout's a little extended, but look at the surge of BOP to max green and look at the surge in volume being bigger than any volume before it. Since then, it has worked out, so we'll see if GSG is the same way. As you can see, a surge in BOP to max green, a surge in volume to the biggest volume surge in this price chart going back till August. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6+ months, so that's kind of key. And it closed near the high of the day. So GSG, it was in my price volume BOP scan, 1%. It was also in my ETF scan, so it's not going to move as much, so we'll give it another 1%. And it was also in my daily volume surge scan, thanks to the huge volume surge with the max green BOP, just like GENC was on the day that it was a long signal. So we'll do 3% for GSG. The first sell stop is with the move, or cut loss area, is with the move below 1373, and the final one that I'm keeping on the book is 1337. But I'm pretty sure if it goes below 1373 and then doesn't touch 1337, whatever the lowest low is, like let's say that it's around 1350, that would then become my final stop. I really don't think I'd be holding the whole position until it actually fails 1337. But you never know, could have an ugly day the next day. But for now, nice looking chart. So 3% GSG, 2% BAK, 2% PATK.